We're back bulking.
This is for anyone doing cardio. If you're enjoying this. YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So it is currently about 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm heading over to the local coffee shop. Can you tell I've just woken up? Coffee shop to pick myself up a Americano with probably 2 shots of coffee so that I can go to the gym and train fasted legs. This is not going to be fun, but I have a busy day ahead. And I've actually been enjoying the fasted sessions. So yeah, welcome to a day in the life. It's going to be a day in my life. We got a pretty busy day coming up today. And we got an exciting food review today. So Friday is the day where I get my off-plan meal. And I have the one picked. I'm very, very excited. Alright, and I'm not going to say the place because it's a new place in Limerick. So I'm going to leave that for later. I'm actually doing a review on TikTok as well. But yeah, that should be good. But right now, I'm walking to Chill the Beans, one of the best coffee shops in Limerick. Shout out to Chill the Beans. I'm going to get myself an Americano. And we'll catch up there. If you're in Limerick and you haven't been to this coffee shop, I would highly, highly suggest checking it out. Boom. There we go, just like that, an Americano. And they actually put 2 shots of coffee in this. I did not know that I'd say most coffee shops do that. They always put 2 shots of coffee in their Americano. Because I asked for an extra shot, but she said, we already do 2 shots. So I said, well then never mind, because I don't want to get the head blown off me. Leg day. We've arrived outside the gym. Big leg session going down. This is going to be tough, but look, we're going to get after it. Training is going way better right now than any of the prep vlogs, so I am going to enjoy this session. I know it might not seem like it, but I actually will. So yeah, going to record a few bits and bobs. Let's fucking get it, I guess. Alright, here we are in the gym for fasted legs. So I always like to do 5 minutes in and around that kind of ballpark of actually fast walking before I start my session. So not just like slowly walking on the treadmill, like put a bit of speed into it, get the heart rate up, and just take 5 minutes, just get in the zone, you know what I mean? Like for me right now, especially with my training, I find I'm just really locked in, and a lot more locked in than kind of normal, and I'm loving it, man. I'm really enjoying this phase. I'm really enjoying the mindset of going into every session of, you know, knowing that it's a chance to grow. And in all honesty, I am struggling with kind of putting on a bit more weight, like mentally, like seeing my abs fade and stuff like that. But on the other hand, like going into every session knowing that it's an opportunity to grow is really, really pushing me through. So really enjoying training right now. Big leg session going down. Session goes as the following: 3 sets lying hamstring curl, 2 sets of leg extension, 2 sets of leg extension, 1 set of squats, 2 sets of leg press, 3 sets of seated leg curl, and then we are into Bulgarian split squats. So yeah, enjoyable session coming. It's going to be pretty brutal. So sit back, enjoy the training clips. I'll try to get as much as I can, and let's get after it. Alright, that's tough going, but mentality I'm trying to remain on this leg extension, and even on those leg curls. It's like every set right now is like, so I was obviously in a deficit for so long, but every set now is a chance that I get to make my muscles look better, as stupid as that sounds, or it's a chance I get to grow muscle, you know. So that's the mentality I'm going into every set with. So like any rep I leave behind is literally muscle left on the table. So fully to failure, and I'm really enjoying this phase, because like I felt like over the last 18 weeks I just didn't get a chance to like yeah, I could go into training and have the mentality to remain or keep the muscle I had, but I never got the opportunity to grow the muscle. So I'm really enjoying that kind of phase right now of just that reversal part, you know. So I know in the last video I might have done a good bit of complaining about how I'm struggling with it, but this is the side I'm enjoying, the training, the mentality going into the training sessions, knowing that it's an opportunity to grow. So yeah, 2 sets here, first one done. Let's get after it for the second one. And I'm actually tracking everything on my phone today. I left my logbook in the car. So tracking everything on the phone, and this is going to be really, really important for the next few weeks to make sure I am progressing in every single way that I can. And one of those ways is going to be in the gym. And you best believe I'll be progressing every session from here. Right, top set going down on the pendulum. This is 10 kilos heavier than I ever did when I was doing my photo shoot prep, so fuck it. Let's send it. Yes! 8 reps, 10 kilos up since prep. Whew. That's a win in my eyes. Head, body, knee sleeves, code SAM10. Get on them, boys. Right, make sure as well, before these sets, before your leg press, your squat, any of the big patterns, take your time, man. All right, take a minute, get in the zone, do what you need to do, because this set comes around once. You know, like I get one opportunity here to progress. And the last thing I want to do is rush into it and think and just fuck it. All right, so take your time, do what you need to do, get in the zone, and then take it to that place you need to take it to. Yes, come on. There you go, up 10 kg and up 2 reps. Like I took 2 or 3 minutes before that set to just like remind myself of what numbers I wanted to do and the intensity I wanted to bring. Lo and behold, progressing on my sets, you know, and that's what it can come down to. Just taking that extra minute to get ready before your set. All right, last exercise of the day, standing Bulgarian split squat, let's go. All right guys, leg day done. Tough session, worked in with, I finished off there with calves, worked in with 2 lads, absolutely dead on. There's absolutely no chance they're watching this video, but yeah, really good session, man, really good. I needed that now. Nice kick to the day. Toughest kind of task that I had to do today, boxed off first thing in the morning. Happy days. It's always a nice way to kind of start the day, and it was something I did loads on prep, but ever since I got more food, like I kind of stopped. But man, sometimes the fasted sessions just hit the spot, and that one was one of them. So gonna go home now, post-workout meal. I'll catch up with you then. Alright boys, remember, I don't know if anyone watched one of the previous vlogs, but I use these like public washing machines, and then I came back to my apartment and realized I actually have my own washing machine. So I'm putting on a wash now. I just got off a call there with a young lad who wanted to jump on the coaching team, which is unreal. Love to see new people jump on the team. As always, if you're interested, drop a comment or message me on Instagram. I will reach out to you. But Plan now is I'm going to wash these clothes and I'm going to have a bowl of oats. Now with this bowl of oats I'm actually going to add in a good bit of protein powder into the oats because I'm going to be tapering back on one of my meals. So I'm going to be taking out a meal and I'll probably be a bit lower in protein, so I'm going to add in like 60 grams of protein to this bowl of oats, so it should be unreal. And then I'm probably just going to have a protein bar in work, and then we're going out to the new food spot to review, which I'm so excited for. Alright, and I'm pretty sure I've said this in a few videos, right? But best protein powder, in my opinion, for oats is the cereal milk. Now, I have my oats, so the way I make my oats is I'll add this in now, or well, I'll let the oats cook, and then I'll add them in once the oats are nearly cooked. I don't do it as a drip. I don't think it's nice as a drip, like, you know when you see people like drip it on. I don't think that's nice. I think it's fine, but I much prefer to like mix the whey in, and then add the dark chocolate sprinkled on top. I think that's way nicer. So if you haven't already, give that a try, because yeah, the drip is nice, but I think I've tried both. I've tried both loads. I've done loads of experimenting. I still think the mixing it in is much nicer. Alright, little change of plans. So I've actually gone ahead and made myself a salad for work. So I'll just have this at like 2 o'clock in work, and then I'm having the off-plan meal at 4:30, and then I'm gonna have this as soon as I get into work. Honestly, I'd love that bowl of oats now, but I'm actually not gonna have time. So yeah, meals prepped, and we are gonna head into work now, so I'll catch you in work. And boom, quick switch over. We are now in work, and I have my bowl of oats ready to go, and I'm absolutely starving now. I haven't ate. I had a banana after the gym, but by that, it's been like 2 hours since the gym workout. So it's time for a bowl of oats, but the shop is set up, ready to go. I'm gonna put on a few tunes now and enjoy this bowl of oats. Boys, I'm telling you, I have these oats to a T, man. Look. We got the dark chocolate melted in, we got the raspberries, the blueberries. Look at those oats, like it's like a chocolate cake. I'm watching Morgan Russian as well. He's definitely not watching this video, but another online coach who I really like watching on YouTube. And listen, lads, if you're watching me right now, alright, I appreciate you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, whether I'm helping you get through a meal or whatever it is, because I really, really appreciate it. And it's like the only way you can help me out to grow this channel. So please subscribe, alright? It would help me out a lot. Alright guys, so you just saw a little time lapse there of me doing some work. So we just got some sick new jackets in. Oh, that's a Reebok jumper, it's so nice. But yeah, I might show you some of the new stuff that we got in, because I know not everyone in watching this might like vintage clothes, but I like vintage clothes, and someone might. So some of the new stuff is pretty, look at the back of this, man, it's so nice. Pretty sick stuff. As always, if you're looking, whackvintage.com. We've all the stuff up on the website. Go get yourself some new gear. So the last kind of hour or so, I've just been making Rowan's meal plan. So Rowan's someone who's just signed up for coaching. Now Rowan is actually an artist. So Rowan is an artist who plays music and is pretty good at it by the looks of things. But Rowan has a gig about once a week, and he said to me that he wants to have different food on the day of his gig, because he knows that most weeks he ends up having 2 or 3 drinks around that gig, or at the end of that gig, you know, which most artists do, right? So what I've done is I've given him different food on his training day, his rest day, and the day of his gig. So this is the thing about online coaching. Everything is personalized, okay? So I've spent like a good while making this plan so that it can actually work for him, and then we will make adjustments as the weeks go on. So yeah, I've spent the last while doing that. I'm probably now going to get into some editing, and yeah, catch up in a bit. What is going on? Just a little update. So I have just uploaded a brand new YouTube video. So it was a food shop I did in Tesco, so it's probably it will be the video below this. So if you haven't already, go watch that, because I just spent like an hour editing. An hour? Spent like 3 hours editing it. We got that up on the YouTube, so I've just spent the last while doing that. I'm now going to edit a few bits for TikTok and Instagram, and this is the stuff that, you know, I probably don't show in all the vlogs, but it's just the stuff that you got to do, you know what I mean? Especially when I'm trying to post like every day on Instagram and like 3-4 times a day on TikTok, you know? It's what you gotta do, man. And here we go, boys. I just picked myself up a little Coke Zero. Cara is the person who is the Coke Zero. But salad going in. I actually haven't even weighed what's in this, to be honest. I won't be tracking calories today, because today is the day I have the off-plan meal. So I pretty much just stick on the meal plan and just swap out one of the chicken and rice meal. So I won't have one chicken and rice meal, and then the other chicken and rice meal I just have lettuce in, just to save some carbs for the off-plan meal, I suppose. So yeah, there's about 175 grams of chicken, about 150 grams of pineapple, and I've got some lettuce and onions in this. So yeah, gonna eat this now, watch a little YouTube video. Alright boys, we're getting the head in the zone. We're watching Glenn Gillen do like some
full cheat day or something. I'm so excited for this meal. I really can't wait. And I think Oisín's going to join us as well, so that'll be good. Oh, I should probably tell you the name of the place, alright? So, if you're from Limerick, you might know it, alright? But it's a place called Papa's Bistro, okay? Now, it closed for like a year, maybe 2 years, and it's just reopened, so I'm so excited to go in and try that.
Boys, what a street. We're actually outside Angel Lane. This is like the street in Limerick where all the kind of nightclubs, pubs are, or where most of them are. I believe the food place now is up here, so let's go give it a try. Alright guys, we've just arrived in now, and man, I have to say, I'm so impressed with the prices of this stuff. Have a look at this. As you can see, pizza for 15 quid. Like, for 15 euro, that sounds unreal, and the food looks insane here, lads. Really excited for this. Alright. Pizza review. That is good. Wow. God. That pizza's insane. This is for anyone doing cardio. You're enjoying this. Fuck it out. So glad I'm not on prep anymore. What is a reverse? Got a bit of garlic mayo on there. The crust is so thick, man. Oh my god. Probably gonna be like 90 kilos tomorrow now, which would be good.
Load the boat. We're back bulking.
We also got these garlic chip. Are they garlic? I don't know if they're garlic, to be honest, but they're definitely not good for you. They taste fast. Just imagine some poor guy on prep at like 6 a.m. watching me eat this while he's doing like an hour on the Stairmaster.
So dense.
It's so dense, isn't it? It's like biting into a cloud. Alright boys, final review. Getting a 9 out of 10. And that's what I'm giving it in the TikTok as well, and I think it's a deserved 9 out of 10. I'm glad we got the pizza though. If I just got the pork, it'd be like 7.5.
Yeah.
The pork is good. Pizza's different gravy. Papa's Bistro, boys. Get in and get on it. Alright, we're back in the car. That munch was absolutely sensational. I would give the pulled pork like a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was good, but I wouldn't mind a bit more pork in it. But that's just probably me because I like having a lot of protein in my meals. But then, boys, that pizza, honestly, I had an insane pizza in Waterford in, I can't remember what the place was called, man. That was an unreal, alright? But this one was like just as good, but like thicker. It was like dense. Oh man, such a good pizza. Stone baked. Boys, if you are in Limerick, alright, get into Papa's Bistro. Insane, alright? That munch was so good. I sat into the car there and I feel twice as heavy. And you know what? I'm alright with that because that was sensational. Let's go home. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm showered up. I actually forgot to vlog, so I haven't vlogged for like the last 2 hours, but I basically went on a walk, so I've about 13,000 steps on, so I went on like an hour's walk. Honestly, just to let the meal digest, like I often find, especially since prep, like I'm struggling to digest like a decent few meals. Like if it's just like a really big meal, which obviously that one was a bit bigger than usual. But yeah, just went on a walk in and around kind of the University of Limerick, which is nice. So good few steps done now. And like I said, I did that leg workout this morning. It's funny, I was actually thinking in the car, like since prep, like I haven't felt like full to where a stage where I can't keep on eating. Like it's so funny how it works. Cause like even there, when we finished that pizza, like
yeah, I came out of the pizza place and I was pretty satisfied, but like 100% I could have eaten like another pizza. Like if there was another pizza put in front of me, I 100%, I've no doubt in my mind I could have finished it. Do you know what I mean? So that's just one thing you have to be careful with when you do finish like a really strict dieting phase, is not to actually overeat. And I know a lot of people will struggle with that, and they'll struggle with like kind of binging, I suppose, and just like going out for a meal and then getting a dessert and then going out again after. And you know, I kind of struggled with that first myself. Like even when I went out like for like my first meal with the lads, I remember we got a pizza and then we were going to supermarkets to get cookies, and I got 6 cookies, and like I'd never do that. Do you know what I mean? And this is just me being fully transparent, because that's what I've wanted to keep it like after this prep. Like that was like, I suppose, the only time I really binged. But I mean, it was just 6, like the, you know, the small supermarket cookies now, don't get me wrong, that was probably like 800 to 1,000 calories, which was silly, you know, there was no need for it. But I think I learned from that, and I'm glad I did, because I learned that like I'm never going to be full. Like it's just the way it is right now. Like I know I'll get to a stage now when I'm, you know, if I do go back to a heavy bulk, I know I'll get to a stage where I'm like, oh my God, I'm so soft. But, and you know, I was so used to that feeling, like, you know, because all I ever knew was bulking, was putting on size, you know. So I know that that feeling will come, but it's understanding that there's a time and a place for that feeling, you know, and then just enjoying having that meal and then being able to come home and, you know, chill out after it and not feel the need to keep forcing in food. So that's something that I'm learning, and that's why, you know, I feel like it's so important to do this stuff as an online coach, because how can I expect to get someone in really good nick, get them really lean, and then expect to relate to them on this kind of stuff? Because I wouldn't have known that it worked like that. You know, I wouldn't have known. Like, yes, I would have heard that your appetite spikes and that, you know, you never feel full after meals, but I wouldn't have known, and I wouldn't be able to relate to a client. Whereas now, let's say one of the lads who I'm coaching now, or one of the girls, is like, hey Sam, I have a holiday coming up in 8 weeks time, I'm going to Ibiza, I want to get as shredded as I can, you know, and then we maybe finish the diet 2 weeks before the holiday, and they're saying, Sam, I'm so hungry, what do I do? And I'm like, well, I don't know, I've never been there, I've never done that, so I might have to ask around, I might have to research on what to do. Whereas now it's like, I'll know, number one, know the research, and number two, know from experience the approach to take. So yeah, get yourself a coach who's done the do, who's actually been in the position that you want to get to. If it's you want to lose weight, get a coach who's lost weight before. Mind blowing, I know. And that's not even to plug my own coaching, you know. Like if you're someone who wants to do a show, get a coach who's done a show. Don't come to me, all right? I don't want to coach you. If you want to do a show, don't you dare fill out my form, all right? Because I've got no idea how to coach you. But if you want to do a photo shoot, you want to get lean, you want to lose body weight, you want to build muscle, get on to me, because I have done that, but I have not done a show, so don't come near me if you want to do that, alright? I wouldn't expect you to. I ain't got enough muscle to coach you how to do that. But yeah, my plan now for the evening is we're going to do a bit of editing, because there's always more editing to do. Always. You can never have enough editing done. Okay? Anyone getting into the content game, don't ever think you can do, you know, don't ever think that, you know, there's time there to be wasted. There's never time to be wasted. You can always edit your videos better. You can always edit more videos, and you can never, ever overpost, in my opinion. Well, you can, but you know, majority of you do not have to worry about that if you're starting content creation. So, always more to go out. Always more to give to clients. I'm uploading way more videos into the exercise library. So what I'm doing now is I'm going into the gym, I'm recording my whole sessions, and then I'm voiceovering them. So when I say apply a client to do a T-bar row, not only do they see the T-bar row, they also get a voiceover video of me actually doing the T-bar row. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes with my coaching, with my, you know, editing and all that kind of stuff. But I know not many people are too interested in that, so I'm going to do that now. And I'll catch up with you in a bit for, I'm probably going to have like maybe two more meals, kind of just 2 really small ones. So I'm probably going to have maybe like a homemade chicken burger with literally just like a lot of chicken fillet, because I'm kind of low on protein. So a good bit of chicken fillet and a burger bun, and then probably a Ninja Creamy. Sounds like the perfect way to finish off my night. Alright boys, so just sent over the startup video. Do you remember Rowan, who I was saying earlier, who just joined the team, who I was making the plans for with like their training, rest day and their gig day food? Just sent over their startup video, so about 15 minutes long, so it's just taking my time to do that. But my plan now for the evening, so this is my PT course that I'm doing. So as you can see, Diploma in Performance Nutrition, which I'm actually yet to start, but I'm planning to start as soon as I finish this. So this is my Diploma in Personal Training, and in all honesty, I'd love to get working in a gym, but I think like abroad would be kind of my goal, like maybe San Diego or something like that, you know, is like kind of a J1, but like going out there to work, I think that would be so cool, and I'd absolutely love to do that. So that is why I'm doing my PT course, and you can always learn more, lads, or sorry, anyways, you can always learn more. So, you know, as a coach, you always want to learn more. So gonna do a good bit of this now. It's both mainly just videos and just me listening to the videos and then doing quizzes on the videos. So yeah, gonna do that now for another while, and then I'm probably in the meantime, I'm going to cook up a little burger and a bacon medallion, I'd say, before having my Ninja Creamy, and then we'll probably just watch Love Island and go to bed. Boys, so what I did as well was last week I bought a brand new logbook for this kind of gaining phase, or whatever this phase is going to be, which I'm still yet to decide. Alright, I'm still pretty clueless, but I'm just putting in my leg day notes from earlier and the numbers I hit. I don't know if you remember, but I probably said it in the video. I just tracked on my phone today as I left this out in the car, so these are all in the logbook now. So next leg day I go into, I know what numbers I need to beat, and I'm going to write out tomorrow's upper body session and log all the numbers tomorrow so that I know next week what numbers I want to beat, because I want to build some muscle and I know this is what needs to be done. I know I'm capable of doing it, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, for the time being, I'm making a little homemade burger, just a small one. I only have a tiny burger bun. If you watched the last video, you would have known I was raving about these. These are the burger buns to go for, in my opinion, if you are looking to lose weight. They're going to be a lot less calories than like the big brioche ones. So I'm going to make a little homemade burger, and I'll show you that now in a minute. Boys, this is what we're working with. Probably too small. It still looks pretty good to me. And we got Love Island on. And I don't want to hear any chirp off anyone for watching Love Island, alright? It's the perfect like brain rot show to throw on before bed. I love it. Boys, so that's Love Island on in the background. So I have it streaming, so I can't actually press pause. I should probably turn the sound down, but look, we're here. I have the Ninja Creamy defrosting. So with this, the flavour I've gone for is the cookies and cream. I think that's the nicest flavour in the Ninja Creamy. So look lads, if you're wondering, if you have them in the oats, cereal milk, if you're having the creamy, cookies and cream. Cookies and cream is also really good in the oats as well, but and as a protein shake. That's lovely as a protein shake, cookies and cream. So yeah, just letting this defrost now. And what I'm also doing is, because prep is finished, is I have bought some off-brand cookies and cream cookies, and I'm crumbling 2 of these up. Now they're 50 calories each. Is it optimal? Maybe not. Do I enjoy it? Absolutely. And I can't wait to get 2 of those in. So I'm going to crumble 2 of those up in a cup here, and then I'll show you how I add them in and how I make my creamy, I suppose. Getting a Ninja Creamy might seem like a great idea until you realise how loud this thing is, right? So I have the camera placed on top, so just wait and see how loud this thing is, man. Oh my god, it's insane. Honestly, I kind of feel bad for my neighbours, so I'm going to try and not use this like past 9 o'clock. Although it's 9:30, although who goes to bed at 9 o'clock realistically? I'll use it like not past 10 o'clock. So the way I make it is, so you obviously put it in, then we're going full, and then we're going light ice cream, 4 minutes, wait and you see how loud this is. I don't think that does it justice. It's getting louder. That's it getting louder. Fuck. Sorry neighbours. We've got brown sweet cinnamon. And I'm also using these 0 drops, so I'll get those in and involved now. So what I'm going to do is put a bit of a hole down the middle, just like that. The reason for that is because so the cookies don't just go to the top of the ice cream. Once you have that hole, like that, I don't know if you can see. Can you see? But you basically pour the cookies into that, or you try to. A little small bit. I just find it enhances the flavour, you could say. Then some 0 calorie drops. Click it up, press full, and then you want to mix in. It's looking good, bruv. It is looking good. Never mind the show, but yeah, this is what we're working with. And of course, alright, let me turn them off for the taste test. Alright, we ready? Ninja Creamy taste test. Boom. Oh, man, I think that could be perfect. I think that could be perfect. I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously, you know, you can add a few different things. Me and Sal were talking. Sal's my housemate. We were talking. We're gonna start getting like Greek yogurt and like proper making like decent ones that are like 300 calories, but like actually nice. Like this is kind of just like it'll fill you up. You know what I mean? But this one's probably about 200 calories. Well, maybe about 250 because I added in the cookies. But yeah, 250 calories, man. Like this is insanely big. It's so big. It's honestly some evenings it's hard to finish. So oh, all right, Ninja Creamy finished. Oh my god, I feel so full after that. That is such a nice way to finish the day. Anyone who has a Ninja Creamy and you're dieting, have it as your last meal. All right, because it's gonna leave you so full. Yeah.
the life hack, alright, for anyone dieting. But I'm watching the Massey fella now. I don't know if many people, I'd say a lot of people on this channel will recognize him. So Massey is a good friend of mine and also someone who is coaching with Keen. I was doing my prep alongside Massey, except he's doing a show and I was doing a photo shoot. So I'm just watching his YouTube channel now. So yeah, he's like 3 weeks out from a show. I don't think he's watching this. But you know, big ups to him. He's absolutely smashing it. Big inspiration for me. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here, lads. I hope you enjoyed, as I'm literally just gonna watch this and go to bed. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, alright, as that does help me out a lot, and I will catch you all in the next video.